Hey friends, welcome aboard. It's time for your September 2024 Cape Coral Luxe $1 Million Listing Market Update. Recently, Cape Coral was listed as one of the top emerging luxury cities in America. Cape Coral continues reinventing itself with many new high-end dining options, luxury accommodations, marinas, and golf courses. It's a true boater's paradise where you can park your yacht in your backyard and enjoy endless hours of island hopping, fishing, and soaking up the Florida sun. So how many homes listed over $1 million are currently available here in the city of Cape Coral? How is the election affecting home prices? Is the market expanding or decreasing? How many $1 million homes sold in the last 30 days? I'm Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent, and I'm here to steer you through the maze of headlines, YouTube noise, to uncover the true story. Now today we're going to dive deep into the numbers that truly drive our $1 million market here in Cape Coral. Does the decrease in inventory foreshadow a rise in prices? Should you be making moves in, out, or staying put? Did interest rates dropping below 6.5% have any effect on the prices? I have the facts you need to make informed decisions about your next steps in the Cape Coral real estate scene. Remember, the headlines often paint an incomplete picture, and that's where I come in. Whether you're considering buying, selling, relocating, or investing, I'm here to provide you with the insights and guidance you need to make informed decisions. Now, we have many incredible new and resale homes available directly on the Clusatchie River, homes in the southwest part of Cape Coral with direct access to the Gulf of Mexico, and the Burnt Store Road neighborhood beckons with its strong growth potential. Schedule a video consultation with me by clicking the link in the description, and let's navigate the market together. Your backyard tiki hut and Florida sunsets are waiting. And one more thing, have you heard that buyers will need to start paying the buyer's agent's commission out of their own pocket? There are big changes happening in the way homes are bought and sold across America. Now we're gonna break it down for you. We're gonna go ahead and give you some insight. All right, let's dive into the numbers and uncover the real story behind the Cape Coral Luxe real estate market. Hey friends, welcome to the Cape Coral Luxe $1 Million Plus Market Update for September 2024. My name is Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent. Today we've got a lot of great information to cover. This market report covers homes here in Cape Coral that are priced at $1 million or higher. We're going to take a look at the trends. We're going to take a look at the last 30 days to the month of August. We're going to compare that back 90 days to May of 2024. And we're going to go back an entire year to last year, August 2023. We're going to take a look at different trends that are happening. Also going to take a look at interest rates, which are starting to drop, and how that's going to play a part in the current market. And especially as we head into fall, what's going to happen with the election? Are prices going to decrease or increase? Let's take a look. First thing we're going to look at now is market indicators. Indicators tell us exactly what's going on in the markets. We have to know what the indicators are in order to know the numbers, in order to compare numbers back to give us an indication of what's happening. First, we look at is inventory. Inventory is how many homes are currently available in the market for sale at this moment. Median price point, 50% of the homes sold above this amount, 50% of the homes sold below this amount. Days on the market, how many days are homes sitting on the market before going under contract? And then closed sales. This tells us all about demand. How many closed sales do we have for the last 30 days? So the first number we're going to look at is active inventory. Currently in August 2024, we have 271 homes available on the market priced at $1 million or higher here in the city of Cape Coral. May 2024, we had 316 homes available. In August 2023, we had 187 homes available. So as you can see, we've taken quite an increase since last year. However, we did peak in March here, and then we drop down quite a bit as we keep going into the fall. Now, what's happening is fewer of these homes are going put on the market. And we still have the supply here, the demand here as well. So as we see that number drop, that's a healthy thing. The market is staying healthy. I think we're right where we need to be. 300 is a little bit too much right now where we're sitting at, but if we get below 250, then that may take away some inventory and may not be enough for our demand, which may cause prices to increase. Median price point currently is at $1.325 million. May 2024 is at $1.285 million, and August 2023, $1.217 million. Now, these are all the median price point of all the homes that sold for $1 million in the 30-day frame. So as you can see, Our number did drop a little bit from last month, but it has increased since August 2024, telling me we're selling more higher end properties right now than we were. As you can see the chart right here, the median sales price, that number has been pretty stale over the last several months. We did see an increase last month and then it came back down. I expect us to stay right around that $1.3 million range to $1.2 million range for our median price point for $1 million homes here in the city of Cape Coral. Next up is days on the market. August 2024, we had 68 days on the market. Back in May 2024, we were at 80 days on the market. I think we had a lot of overpriced homes sitting there throughout season that just weren't selling. And that's why we saw that 80 days on the market. And then August 1 year ago, it was 54 days on the market. And that was because we did have less supply and we still had healthy demand. So as we move into the fall months a little bit further, I do believe we're going to stay right around that 60-day mark of days on the market. Homes are being priced a little better now as more and more people are understanding the market, and the agents that are out there listing these homes are starting to understand the market, able to talk with the sellers and helping them to understand, because we did see a decrease in prices around the end of 2022. So we hit our peak in June of 2022, and that's where we saw the highest prices, the highest homes being sold. And then we did drop the 6 months last part of 2022 and then into just a bit, but we are seeing that leveling now. We've been leveling throughout the last several months, well, almost the last year. We really haven't seen prices go up or down. They just kind of maintained. But with interest rates starting to drop, I do anticipate our prices to start to increase, and especially once we get past the election. A lot of buyers here in this $1 million market are waiting to see what happens for the election. Now, to be quite honest, whether Trump wins or Harris wins, prices are going to start to increase after the election because more demand is going to come into the market and the supply is just not going to be there yet until we get into the spring months where more supply comes to the market, but then we have more demand as well. So I expect prices to start jumping a little bit after the election, but for the next few months, depending on how interest rates work out, we should have some great opportunities for you. Closed sales, August 2024, we had 17 closed sales. May 2024, we had 42 closed sales. In August 2023, we had 20 closed sales. Now, I like to get the information to you as quick as possible. This is September 1st, so all the information has not been uploaded into the MLS yet. So this 17 sales for the month of August 2024 is going to increase. We will probably end closer to this 20. So we're going to be about the same as we were last year at this time. And as you can see, 42 closed sales for $1 million homes in May. We had an even higher number back in April. Just a huge turnout for our season this last year. And this coming season, I expect it to be even stronger. And this is where we're going to start to see prices start to take a turn upwards, is once we get past the election, and for sure once we get into the spring months, February, March, April, we are going to see prices start to increase because there's going to be a lot of demand here in the Cape Coral area. But I do believe you have a few months before prices do start to increase. So let's keep an eye on that and see what happens exactly. And I'll be keeping you up to date as we go along. Next, we're going to look at key numbers. Is the sold price per square foot is $527 a square foot for $1 million plus homes here in the city of Cape Coral. List price received was 94.7%. This number is up just a little bit, so homes are getting priced a little bit better. New listings was 49 new listings brought to the market. These are $1 million plus homes being brought to the market in the month of August. We saw 49 come to the market, new ones. That is slightly higher than where we were in July. And then months of inventory, 15.9 months of inventory. Now, as we've talked about in the past, that number is a little bit high. It truly is not 15.9 months of inventory because the amount of inventory that we have available, many of those houses will actually drop below the $1 million range once they're sold. So they're not figured into this statistic. But I would say we got closer to 10 months of inventory currently here in the city of Cape Coral for $1 million plus homes. Key numbers to be aware of. Inflation, we peaked at 9.1% back in June 2022. Over the last few months, it has been consistently decreasing. We're currently at 2.9%. The Federal Reserve is really loving that. They would like to get it to 2%, and I do believe it's going to keep dropping over the next few months. Interest rates, November 2023, we peaked at 8.01%. We're currently now at 6.38%. That's the lowest that we've been in a long, long time, many, many months. Like I've been talking about, our target is getting below 6.5%. When we get below 6.5%, prices are going to start to increase because buyers that have been waiting and sitting on the sidelines are going to start entering because of that 6.38% interest rate. And the feds are supposed to lower that interest rate even further here in September. So we're going to keep an eye on that. The only saving grace we have right now, I believe, is the election, because so many people are kind of waiting to see what happens there, and they're sitting on the sidelines. So right now is a great opportunity to get a great deal on a home here in the city of Cape Coral. If you wait till after the election and interest rates continue to drop, you may be paying quite a bit more than you would pay today for a house, especially if you're a cash buyer. Take advantage of the opportunities now available. Unemployment is at 4.3% and starting to rise. You know, it was sub 4% here for several months. We are starting to see it increase just a bit, and that's what's getting the Federal Reserve a little concerned, and that's why they are starting to drop rates a bit, or they're talking about dropping rates. So we're going to see what happens here in the month of September, but rates may come down even further. Now, currently the supply in the city of Cape Coral, now this is 2,565 single-family homes currently available in the city of Cape Coral. That's all the single-family homes currently for sale in the city of Cape Coral, 2,565. That's a 37% increase from where we were just a year ago. So just to give you some insight on that, we need to be between 2,400 and 2,500 homes available here in the city of Cape Coral. That's a very healthy market to be. Anything less than that, it's more of a seller's market, and prices will start to increase fairly quickly. If we get around 29 to 3,000 or more, then we're going to see prices probably start to drop a little bit, as that means there's more inventory than demand. However, no matter what people say, whatever YouTube channels you're watching, the doom and gloom, that's just not happening here in Cape Coral. Inventory is very, very normal, and it's a great place to be. So there's great opportunities for buyers and sellers alike. Demand. Population is currently estimated at about 231,000 people. Over the next 6 years, we're expected to hit 250,000 people, maybe even higher than that, because we're seeing a lot of people flood into the area, and we may have quite a bit more than that over the next 6 years, but we're going to keep an eye on that. By 2050, we're expecting to have 320,000 people living here in the city of Cape Coral, often ranked as one of the fastest growing cities in the country. One of the main reasons for that is what you can get value-wise here compared to other markets. Many people from, let's say, Los Angeles, Chicago, Denver, New York City, Boston, some of these bigger cities, they're able to sell their homes there for a premium and then bring that money here and get these incredible mansions or mini mansions right on the canal. They can park their boat right in the canal. You know, they're buying these for $1 million, 800,000, 1.6, whatever you need or desire. You have those opportunities here in Cape Coral. So there's still a lot of value here. Even if you go over to Fort Lauderdale, you're probably going to pay twice as much money for what you're going to get here on a canal, where you can park your yacht right in the backyard and then navigate out to the open waters, the Gulf of Mexico, for a day of beach hopping, island hopping, doing whatever you want to do. Go have some lunch over on Captiva. Just have a great time. So there's a lot of great opportunity here. It's still very value priced, and that's what's driving people here. Unfortunately, a lot of people that do live here, that have lived here for many, many years, they may not have jobs that could keep up with the increase in prices here in the area. So, and as with the increase in prices, home prices went, taxes increased, and insurance has increased as well. So for those folks, prices seem a little high. I mean, it's very high for them. They're not able to make it happen. Whereas folks coming down from these other cities where they're able to sell their house, that they have a lot of equity, and come down and pay cash for something here, it's really appealing to them. And that's why we're still seeing so much growth happening here in the city of Cape Coral, and we'll continue to see that happening for the next several years. Everybody wants to live in Southwest Florida. I can't imagine why not. It's absolutely incredible here. So is now the time to buy? Well, let's take a look at that. You have many great options right now. We have a lot of inventory for $1 million plus homes here in the city of Cape Coral. Many are priced very well. So you have options, and you have a lot of people waiting on the sidelines to see what happens with the election. And now that interest rates are coming down, a lot of people might start to come back into the market. So you may lose opportunities if you don't take advantage fairly quickly, but we're going to monitor that. Number two, why wait? Your lifestyle is waiting. If you're one of those folks that's just sitting on the sidelines just to see what happens, or maybe you're concerned about the election, or you're concerned about interest rates, I don't recommend going through another winter in the north. Those gray skies are quite depressing, and scraping those windshields, shoveling walks, just not for you. So come on down, find your dream home here, and enjoy the Florida sunshine here all year round, especially in the wintertime. We've got lots of great festivals here in the city of Cape Coral, keep you busy. You can take your boat out to the open water, do some fishing, It's a lot of great stuff going on here. And a lot of great homes on canals ready for you to purchase. So reach out to me if you'd like to learn more about what we do have available here in the city of Cape Coral. I'd love to help you find your dream home here in Cape Coral. We also have the Out-of-Town Buyers Club. Now, this is a great option that we offer here in Cape Coral, and I offer that with my team. And what that is we're going to take you on as our client. We're going to work extremely hard to find you your dream home here in the city of Cape Coral. We're going to find the best home for you. We're going to show you different options. Once you find one that you like, we can go out to that home. We'll do a video tour for you. You don't have to leave your home. You can stay there in Chicago, Cleveland, Boston, wherever you're at. And we'll go ahead out to the home. We'll do video tours of the home. We'll tape the neighborhood. We'll do some drone shots and really give you an idea of what's going on there. So if you love that home, then you make the offer. Once you make the offer, then it's time for you to fly down and take a look at it, because you've got what's called a due diligence period. You've got typically about 10 to 14 days for you to come down and take a look at that house to make sure it's yours. If you like the home, the inspection is good, then we go ahead and close on that home, and you've now bought your home through our Out-of-Town Buyers Club. Really, it's a very handy and easy way to buy a house, but you want to make sure that you do fly in once we've got it under contract, so you can make sure it's exactly the one that you're looking for. But a lot of great options here. We have a very streamlined system to help you find the right house for you here in Cape Coral. Is now the time to sell? Well, it depends on if you need to sell or not. If you need to sell, then it's a great time to sell. If you're don't need to sell, or maybe you want to hold off, that's fine too. We do have higher inventory right now. We are starting to see that decrease. Right now is a slower time of the year for selling. So buyers get great opportunities right now, but sellers may not get the best options. If it's priced right, it's going to sell very well. You do need to have a great team marketing it like ours, where we can market your property to the right people and get you the highest dollar and sell it as quick as possible. You do need to understand the market value. That's where we come in. We're extremely skilled in understanding the market value. We look at lots of different aspects of the market and price your home accordingly to help you get the money that you need to get. Buyer broker agreement. Now, this is where things are getting a little squirrely right now. Is all buyers have to sign an agreement with their buyer's agent, agreeing to pay the commission or the fee for their buyer's agent. Now, a lot of buyers are balking at this, and they don't want to do that. They're a little concerned about getting stuck paying the buyer's agent, where the seller normally used to pay that in the past. So what we're seeing happening now is a lot of sellers are still continuing to pay the buyer's agent. That's how it's worked for years and years and years. And many times these buyers don't have extra money in their pocket to pay their agent. So that money is still coming out of the purchase of the home through the seller, giving a concession to the buyer so they can pay their agent. So right now we are trying to educate buyers as much as possible on coming into the market and buying, but they're a little skittish because they're concerned they're going to get stuck with a huge bill to their buyer's agent, which just isn't the case. So if you're thinking about buying or you're thinking about selling, give us a call and we'll walk you through each step of it. But what's happening is sellers are still continuing to pay buyer's agents in order to attract the most amount of buyers to their properties so they can sell it for the most money. But we are working with both buyers and sellers, and we're excited to go forward. Things have changed a little bit, but we're on top of it and taking care of business. All right, that concludes this market update for the Cape Coral market. Luxury homes here in the city of Cape Coral. I hope that this was beneficial to you. I hope you found some great information here. If you do have any questions, or you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating here to the city of Cape Coral, I'd love to chat with you. Go ahead and reach out to me. Go ahead and click that link below and schedule a call with me. You're welcome to text, email, or call as well. So my name is Barry Cessna, your Cape Coral real estate agent, and I'm here making realty dreams a reality here in the city of Cape Coral.